What up? I'm finna go green on y'all. Let's see what we got. Damn, that's pretty. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's figure this out. That's my favorite one. Could y'all see me though? Found another one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't get on here earlier because um, oh shit. Look at them brows. It's the brows for me. I swear. Like, it's the brows for me. Yes, God. Brows for me, child. Y'all come in, come in, come in, come in. What's up? What's up? Let's talk. Before I go to bed. Say some baby. Oh Lord. Mm-mm. Gotta go to work tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm just Lord help. Oh, he don't listen to nobody. He don't listen to nobody. Oh Lord. Okay, guys. Hey guys, when you come in, make sure you like the video. And I'm gonna chit chat with y'all for a minute. You know, I couldn't make it back on here because, like I said, y'all, I've been on here all day. I've been on here all day. You know, chit chatting and talking. You know, and just making conversation with y'all. I don't know if you appreciate it or not, but I have been on. Hey, and feel free to give me a topic to talk about. Maybe my sister got an idea of a topic I could talk to you guys about. Because we talked about self care, we talked about self love, we talked about loving yourself, of course. Um, I don't know why this has happened, but I just heard talk about being genuine. Lord of mercy. Where did that come from? Being genuine. What is genuine? What is a genuine person? A genuine person is a person who does things without expecting anything. Dang, that's a blessing. Ooh, clap y'all hands. Love, 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 love. Being a genuine person. How do you know genuine people? Genuine people are gonna do things without expecting anything. I ain't lying. That's genuine. You know, genuine people get overlooked, but they always get a major blessing. Yes, God. Clap your hands, everybody. Genuine people often look overlooked, but they end up getting blessed like major. That's what genuine. So if somebody helping you and they genuine, they ain't looking for nothing. That's a blessing. And it's not often that you find it. Somebody told me that recently. They was like, girl, you really good because you don't often find people like this. Genuine. Do things without no strings attached. How many of you can say that? You know, how many people do you know that'll do something with no strings attached? When people, sometimes, a lot of times, even with jobs, even in everyday life, people are not being genuine. They'll give you the application, but you will have to figure the resume out yourself. I don't like dealing with them kind of people. I ain't lying, all them screens and texts and stuff. Mm-mm. I don't like dealing with people like that. I like dealing with honest people. You know, someone genuine ain't gonna let you step out without being honest. Like a genuine person is not gonna allow me to walk out with lipstick on my teeth. Genuine people tell you the truth, not to hurt you, but to just make sure you equipped and you looking good, you looking fresh. Yes, God. Uh huh. Hey, boo, can I take you out? I don't have a car, so I'm going to need you to pick me up. Ah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have subscribed 126 times. Stay subscribed. 1967 Ford Mustang. That's a bad car. That's my first car, Mustang. That's my first car. Nine, Neil. You need to get you a car. You need to get you a car. How you gonna take somebody out? Catch the bus. You something else. Oh. Oh, you have one? I have a 2008. Well, I gave it to my daughter. I gave her my 2008 Mustang convertible. That's my first ride. I love Ford. Ford is my kind of car. Right now, I'm interested in another truck from Ford because I like Fords. Them dang on Rams. Oh my goodness. See, I'm kind of stuck in between what I want. I know I gotta have a truck because I need something with speed and I want something heavy duty so I can put all my makeup and stuff in. You know what I'm saying? But I do want something high off the ground because I know I'm like 5'2", but I like big things. You know what I'm saying? And them Broncos drive on water. So, I like nature, so I can get a Bronco. That's what I want. You know. I ain't lying. But you gotta be responsible, so can't get no truck until I'm trying, man. I'm really trying, but I really want a Bronco, seriously. It's my dream truck. I've been wanting a Bronco since I seen them displayed 2016 before they came out with these. I've been watching Broncos since I was 16 years old. I remember seeing the Bronco when they first, you know, they showed it. And oh my God, I can't wait to get. I love Ford. Yeah, yeah, big boy, Ford. Ain't nothing like a Ford. Them Rams are nice too. Them GMC's pretty dope too. Mustang, Ford Mustang. But ain't nothing like a Mustang. I know you be gone, ain't it? Man, I was that Mustang. Man. When I get in that Mustang, man, nobody can handle me on that road. Nobody. I got a heavy foot. Oh my God. And I got a need for speed. For real. I got a need for speed. I ain't lying. I like to go. Man, I like to go. But I also like to be careful too, because people be, I be looking, sometimes people be driving real slow, and I kind of look at it like, hello. What if that was your parents in that car driving? So you gotta slow yourself down. So when I get by somebody that's the elderly or something, I kind of take my time. But when I get around. But I take my time before I speed, because I don't want to scare nobody. With that horsepower. Cause baby, that horsepower, who, baby. You talking about horsepower? Man, oh my God, ain't nothing like a Ford. I have a Ford Bronco too. She high ride. I know you like that. Yeah, I gotta give me a Bronco. Like I gotta get me one. I just look. I want the biggest one they have. I want the tires. The tires have to be, like humongous. You know, I want huge tires. Just a truck with huge tires or be make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it true that when you have those Broncos and stuff, it's bad on gas? How do you save gas in those on in your Fords? Oh, you got it for sale? You need to put that. You need to take that to the auction for real. I would have been had one right now. I can't get it right now though. Mm-mm. I gotta maintain what I got. Shit, that's difficult. That is difficult with the kind of work that I'm doing right now. But hey, God is good. I ain't lying. You know how you get tired of paying a car note? That's me. I'm so sick of paying a car note. I don't know what to do. But I want me a Bronco. Dang. I know that's gonna be every bit of $700 to $800 a month. Oh, baby. Ooh. The way I work, I'm gonna have to work full time to get that Bronco. I can't get it right now because I don't work full time. I work part time. Yeah, well, you know. But when I go to work, I work like hell, though. I work like hell. I should be able to get me a Bronco, but my time is my time. Just like owning a home, my time is my time. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. You have to be patient. Nothing comes overnight. Oh, it's 3 a.m. in the morning in the UK? Oh, thanks for waking up, talking to me. You too. Have a great night. Get you some rest. See you soon. See you again soon, boo. Get you some rest for it, Mustang. Thank you for joining me, but let me tell you something. I'm going to give me a Bronco one of these days. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give me a lot of things. One of these days. I ain't lying. One big gig. Somebody take a chance on somebody like me. Oh my God. Somebody really take a chance on me. Oh my God. That's gonna be the best chance they ever took. I'm gonna get whatever I want then. Somebody gonna hire me to travel the world with them. Do they makeup and stuff. One day. I'm good company too. You know, I'm starting to wonder though, and I'm being honest. You know, success is up to you. How much you put in, that's your success. It's up to you. It ain't even got nothing to do with people. Because I'm learning now, God opened doors no man could shut. For real. It don't even have to do nothing. It don't have nothing to do with people. God has control of people. You know what I'm saying? So one day I'm gonna get it. My time is my time. You know, and one thing that I've learned living in Georgia, you gotta be patient. Oh, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. Y'all don't be in a rush to do nothing. Mistakes are made when you're in a hurry. But if you take your time, you're gonna get what you're looking for. You know. If you just take your time and trust God and don't give up. It's easily said than done. Story of my life. You ever feel like all you do is work and you don't get nothing accomplished? One day you will though. One day. My dream is to buy a home and pay it off before I'm 50. It sounds impossible, but God can make the impossible possible. I know it. Sometimes you can be going through something for so long, and one day, you know, you would never believe it. I heard somebody say something that really kind of resonated with me a bit, and the person wasn't the person wasn't too looked like he was too okay, but you can take advice, you know, when it's necessary. But he said life is like a video game. It's the energy. You got good, your energy is high, you can get whatever you want because life is a video game. I ain't never heard nothing like that. You got to keep good energy. You know, you You gotta stay positive. Sometimes it's not easy to stay positive if you looking at your situation. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Double tap the screen if you understand. Like the video too. Yeah. If you know your situation and you in your situation, it's not easy to stay positive. No lie. So if you know what I'm talking about, if you ever been in a situation and you been in your situation, you are not alone. You are not alone. You know, and for me, I ain't gonna lie, Chad. I rejoice for people. I ain't lying. I rejoice for people. When I see people doing good, especially like people who do hair, makeup, and stuff, and they doing these big people and stuff, big, I'm so happy because I know that if they can do it, God, the same God that did it for them, could do it for me. But you got to keep that mindset always, even when you in your stuff. You know how you be in your stuff? Really, they saying you in your head. You got to stay that way. You got to stay positive. You know, it ain't always easy to stay positive, especially when you're in a fast lane. But God is going to use somebody to bless you. he gonna use somebody in your mess to bless you. Watch what I tell you. Sooner, let's say, sooner or later, it's gonna work in my favor. Turn it around, turn it around for me. It get lonely, like when you're trying to do the right thing. It get lonely. It get tough. It get hard. It gets frustrating. Especially when you doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing, man. It get frustrating. Like, golly, what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I always hear my daddy, he say, keep moving. By all means, keep moving. After my uncle's funeral, my daddy said, you gotta return back to duty. I said, oh hell. Oh my God. I was like a lump on the wall, like, Dad, I can't. It's tough out there in Georgia. Oh, it's tough. But I was in my head, you know, because nothing is given to you. Some people get it, easily, but I prefer to work for it because I want to keep it long term. I want to keep it long term. When God bless me, one thing about me, I don't like taking advantage. You know, that's just me. I just want to tell the world, like, I just want to let everybody know, you know, I can do your makeup anytime. Hell, I can lay your lace front down, your wig. I can, man, anytime, any place. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the shape. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm ready. You know, and it's like I had to ask myself, "You're hungry? Are you hungry?" You know that saying that they say, "You hungry." And a lot of people that are like me, it takes longer, but when I get it, it's gonna last for a long time. But I don't look at it as I'm hungry. I look at it that I want it so badly. You know what I'm saying? I want it so bad. You know, like I'm so tired of being taken advantage of. I want it so bad. You know what I'm saying? I want it so badly. You see. But hey, that's just my story. I want it so badly to become successful in my career. And I try so hard to do the right thing. And people, when you think you know somebody, they change on you. You know what I'm saying? Money change people though, y'all. But I tell God every day, please, please, God, don't let it change me. Uh-uh. Let me continue to be the humble person that I am. Let me be wise. You see, most people when they get all that money, they be on there, shaking and changing up and stuff like that, guys. I don't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I would keep going live doing makeup on my face. I want to invest and make myself better. I want to be better. I want to get better. I want to be the best. I want to be the best. That's what I want. And I believe that there ain't nothing that I can't do. There ain't no look that I cannot do. If you want it, I can do it. But I'm willing. Like I say to myself, like I be like, you know, sometimes you gotta be mindful who you give a chance to, and I get it. You gotta be mindful, especially people the way they act these days, be messing stuff up for you. But they messing up things for themselves. Because God can take over a man and give you the desires of your heart. I believe it. I used to think that, I'm too expensive. People ain't gonna. A lot of people you say I'm too expensive, but hey, I can't help that because I use all my products. I use natural, top of the line products. That's what you pay for. Then I get on the road and come to you. You don't even have to buy a lash. Hell, you don't even need a lipstick. Like I got all that. That's what you pay for. You pay for quality. I'm gonna look at your skin and see what foundation works. What foundation you need. I guarantee you. And when I pull out my makeup bag, you ain't gonna see no Fit Me. You'll rarely see MAC. I use Chanel, Dior, Tom Ford, Shiseido. I use Prestige. That's what I do. I spend my money on it. My kit. I even use my makeup, MadamDeon Cosmetics. That's some expensive stuff. That stuff is vegan. Man, I got clients that'll go to sleep with their makeup for 3 to 4 days, and I done did their face. And it still don't move because that's what you call quality. I don't just put makeup on just to put it on. I put it on and I make a statement. I want you to wear it. I want you to be happy with it. I don't put no makeup on you and it comes off your face. No. I'm going to let you know I appreciate you. I ain't going to never compete with nobody. Because I feel like I'm past it. I'm past it. The only way I compete is when I'm in a hair show. They ready for in the hair show. Hey, oh guys, welcome in. Like the video. Where you at? Where you at? Hey, Steve, how are you? Thank you for joining. You don't need it. I don't need what, Steve? Makeup. What I don't need, boo? I know I don't need no makeup, but I love it, Steve. I love makeup. I love skincare. Cause I feel like you can't put no makeup on nobody if you don't get their skin together. You can't you that's what you pay for when you get me. You can't wear no make stop putting makeup on you. Stop letting people just put makeup on your face and get your skincare together. Because the skincare is gonna show through that makeup. If that skin isn't right, that makeup ain't gonna be right. I'm just being honest. Try me. I get it right. If the skincare isn't right, the makeup ain't gonna be right. You can't do makeup without the skincare. And everybody's skin is different. That's the thing about makeup. That's what I love. You see, because I'm not gonna lie, doing hair, it was so like easy. It wasn't as complicated as it is with makeup. Makeup is a bit more complicated because let me tell y'all why makeup is complicated. Because you're dealing with a person head on. You in their face. Like you dealing with a person head on. You you're looking, this person is looking at you, expecting you to fix whatever they need done. When you doing their hair, they ain't looking at you. You got them looking in a mirror or whatever, whatever, but that's not intimidating to me. You know what I'm saying? But makeup, if you don't put the right product on that face and that face dry, it's gonna suck up everything you got. Seriously. That is a disaster. I ain't gonna lie. I've had that happen to me once. I said I use a mattifying foundation on somebody's skin that was very dry. And oh hell, you talking about the dead. Yee. I said, God, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for clarity, Lord. You gotta learn it. You gotta learn skincare. Makeup, you ain't, let me tell you. And my teacher taught me, you know, you know, baby, before you get into makeup, you need to know the skin. You need to know the skin. If the skin oily, you can't put no all base foundation on their face. You can't do that. That is a destruction. That's a destruction ready to happen. Hey boo. What's up, sports fan? Welcome back, boo. You can't put no makeup. You if the person got oily skin, you can't put no oily base, all oil base product on their face. They're gonna break out. Oh, damn, that's what happened to me? Yeah, that's what happened to you, boo. They used the oil based foundation on your skin and you was already oily. Mm-hmm. And if you dry, you need to use an oil based foundation. Because that if they're dry, it's not gonna be as intimidating because the skin needs moisture. Y'all double tap screen if you feel where I'm coming from. Like the video if you feel where I'm coming from. See, when I got into theoretical, I got into theoretical makeup because that's something I always loved to do. Bradley, what's up? Uh Theoretical is something that I always love. I enjoyed the Nutcracker. Yes. That's like my favorite stage play, Nutcracker. I love the Nutcracker. I ain't lying. I like Lion King. Yeah, I like stage. See, that's where all this come from. Now I can do this on myself. I don't need nobody to do that on. I can do that on myself because I'm creative like that. I think like that. And I'm not gonna put limits on myself. So I rather put it on my face because I ain't gonna put a limit on myself. That's why I do all this to my face. It's not because I don't love myself. Trust me, I do. Check out Jungle Juice. I ain't lying. Trust me, I love myself. But I love makeup. I feel like I can change the way a person feel about themselves when I got a brush in my hand. That's either or your hair or your makeup. I can change the way you feel about yourself. I can change your life. Some people already got um strong features in their face. So when you put makeup on, their features don't need to be strong. They need to be a little bit more feminine. You have to feminine it out. For real. Y'all, I tell you some things. I stay doing makeup or whatever though. I just don't do them. I like to get on. I like to do stage. I like to do TV makeup. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about working in no news station. I ain't talking about that either. I would do it, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, I want to do it. I want to work for CNN. Hell to no, it ain't like that. I want to work. I want to work where the lights are bright and you can see all that in your face. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Brad. Um, yeah, but I love that. I love that. I like to express myself. I can express myself with makeup, so and whatever I want to create, I can create. Latex, I like that too. You know, we can take a walk on the dark side if that's what you want to do with makeup. That's fine cuz there's nothing I'm not I have no limits on me when I got a brush in my hand. It's not about me, it's about the client. It's about the customer what they want. You know, I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing makeup because I love it, you know. No matter what, no matter how hard it be, I'm going to continue it. I'm not going to leave it because it's something that, you know, I stopped doing hair and I picked up makeup and then I end up doing hair again and I understand that God bring it all together. It all come together. Don't give up on yourself though and don't give up on your dreams. Chat, it's real easy to give up on your dreams. People will make you give up on your dream because they're not using you. They're not utilizing the assets, the asset that they have in you. People don't utilize you. And it makes you feel like you're gonna give up. You need to stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it was sometimes I would say 3 years ago I was like, man, I'm just gonna stop doing makeup. And my sister be like, girl, you crazy as hell. You gotta be the craziest person I know. Why would you wanna do that? That is what God gave you. Why would you stop doing that? I'm like, cause I'm not busy. So and I thank God for people who tell me the truth. Somebody told me that. People always tell me that. Like, I used to be known for hair, now I'm known for makeup. I ain't from Atlanta, so I really don't know my way around. But most of the gigs that I get here, they end up calling me or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes you have those slow moments in your life because God is just trying to see how you're going to maintain when it become busy. You help my people, I help you. That's how I feel. I just believe in giving it my best, y'all. Being genuine. Being genuine. Being genuine. Being genuine. Give it your best shot. If it don't work out well, at least you tried. That's what it was when I wrote Tyler Perry that letter. And like, yeah, if it doesn't work, at least hey, you tried. You know, my mama had to say, you at least you tried. Hey, you can't do nothing about that. You tried. Sometimes that's all a person got is the faith. I know how that feel too, cause that's what I live by too as well. All I have is my faith. I have to do what I'm told to do. You know, I want to do it right. That's with anything that I do. I have respect for leadership. Because in order to lead, you have to be a follower. You have to follow before you can lead. So I intimidate a lot of people. I know that, but I can't help that. Can't change that. That's me. I know what I can do, you know. But I know that when a person get to know me, they'll be like, I thought, what? I thought, and I get that all the time. People would dislike me until they meet me for themselves. They be like, oh my God, you are so nice, Ty. Ty, you are really genuine. And I be looking like, what was I supposed to be? Like you ask. See, I can't. If you ask me something, I'm gonna give you an answer. She gonna respond back. And it's not everybody that I'll be able to help. But at least I will try. They won't know it. I'ma try. Do my best to help you get ahead. It don't matter who you are. I'ma help you if I can. But some people take that for granted. I learned that living in Atlanta. It's easy to take things for granted. It's easy. Yeah, man, Atlanta taught me so much. But used to tell people, I said, I don't care for Atlanta much, but Atlanta loves me. That's still a true statement. Atlanta loves me. I ain't never had to really, I never starved here. Oh, I had to get it out the mud, yeah. It was some time we didn't have food in the refrigerator, but God. Yep. That's the name of the game of being walking in something, believing in what you are doing. Guys, like the video for me. Like the video. Give the video a thumbs up for me, please. That's the beauty. That's what happens when you walk by faith and not by sight. You begin to be a risk taker. Do you know what a risk taker is? A risk taker. And when you take risks, people ain't gonna like you. People ain't gonna understand. You have to be a risk taker. Some people may never know what it is to take a risk. But for me, I keep doing it. You have to stand for something or fall for what? Anything. I take risks. God, Jesus took a risk when he walked out in that water. He took a risk. And he had the faith. And he walked out in that water. He took a risk. And that's how life is. You got to take risk. If you love it, you love it. Can't nobody tell you in it. You can't tell me that I ain't good at something that I invested in myself. You know what I'm saying? I invested. Hmm. Would you rather forget your most painful memory or forget the person who gave you a happiest, gave you your most happiest one? Um, Dang, that one's kind of deep. Very deep. Story. Let's figure this out. Well, you know, you can never forget what people do. All you could do is try your best not to do it to someone else. And then you can also remember, no one forgets the good things. Sometimes the bad outweighs the good. And it's you have the most power if you can outweigh the bad with the good. But to answer your question, you can't forget none of it. But you can try your best to be better. You could be the things that make you happy in that order. Because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to have pain. I know how it feels to be in pain. and you can't get it out your head. But you can't become the pain. You gotta become the happiness. Because you only gonna attract, it's like a magnet. You only gonna attract what you feel. I don't want to feel pain. And I don't want people to feel pain when they're around me. I want them to feel comfort. I want you to feel comfortable. Because I'm a nurturer. No matter how bad people are to me, I'm still gonna do my best to treat them the way I want to be treated. Some people can't forget their trauma because it's too bad. Sometimes you just gotta go and you have to you need to face it, boo. You have to you have to face your pain, boo. Don't let it consume you. Some people have harder pain than the next, but that too shall pass. Don't be consumed in it. Let me love you properly. Hmm. You know, that's just the way it is. You don't forget your pain. Nobody can forget what hurt them. But you can learn to be better than your pain. Don't let your pain consume you because what it's going to do is going to block your story. It's going to block you from what God has for you. If you want to elevate, you cannot be in a painful state of mind. You got to be in what you want to manifest positivity. See, negative can't dwell in positivity. It's like a magnet. They can't connect. It won't connect. Straight like that. I hope I answered your question. I surely did the best I could because I don't think no man on earth has have had a perfect life. They'll tell you that, but they ain't. But I tell you what, you need to get away from your pain. Talk to Jesus. Go before the Lord. He'll help you. He will, he will, he will, he will. 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 Mm-mm. He will. He will. He will. He will. He will. He will. I know. I know. I know. He will. Help him, Lord. Hey, help him, Lord. Help Help, 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 help. He will, he will. He will. He will. I know he will. He will change your story. I know, I know, I know, I know he will. Change your pain. He will. He will. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. He will change your story. I know, I know he will break every chain, break every chain, break every chain, break, break, break every chain. That's for you, boo. Trust in God for whatever you have experienced that has brought you pain, that you can't see the goodness. I pray to God that it breaks. I pray to God that it breaks off your life, because it is brighter. Your pain will not make you. Your pain will not consume you. Your pain won't put you in bondage. But your happiness, hey, will bring you everlasting life. Life. Ooh. Amen. Hallelujah. Break it, Lord. Break it, God. Break it, God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord. 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 Forgive us of all our sins, Jesus. Cover us. Protect us. And don't allow us to be judgmental on people. We don't know what people are going through. But we allow you to be the judge. Because that's what the Bible decree. It says judged and be judged. Point one finger, you got three more pointing back at you. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I pray for you. I'm sorry, I just couldn't let that pass. You asking me that question, boo, without praying for you. I don't know your situation. I don't know what situation you in, but I know that you don't write nothing like that for nothing. Please do it for someone else. Please pray. Help somebody else. When you see something like that come across the screen, help somebody else. Don't just sit there and read it and look at it and just put your opinion on it. But oh Lord. The Lord bless you with a nice voice. Thank you. Damn. Woo. Lord have mercy. What? Yeah, if you love them, you should. You see, let me tell y'all something. Love, let me tell you something. Love. You can't help who you love. And you cannot help the situation. You can't help how it happened. Because love, I tell people all the time, if you ever want to find true love, you're going to find it in the weirdest place. People don't get married and be married. People who get married and be married for a long time, you bet it was awkward. It wasn't normal. So yes, you should. No, you don't marry his twin. That would hurt him even more. If you don't want to marry him anymore, you should just walk away. Don't bring more pain. Because if you're willing to marry his twin, you really didn't love him from the jump. Oh Lord. That's like that's like being with somebody that don't love you. Mm-mm. Don't do it. That marriage will not be prosperous. Take my word. That's the wrong thing to do. That's the ultimate betrayal. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the one to betray folk. Because what goes around comes back around on you. Yo, what's up? What's up, Joseph? Hey, if the live end, it's because they're saying it's my bedtime.